You know, there are epic poems, and then there are epic poems. Today, we're diving into a book of legends so incredibly vast, it makes something like Homer's Odyssey look like a short story. We're talking about the monumental Persian epic, the Shahnameh, a true cornerstone of world literature. Okay, just to give you a sense of the sheer scale we're dealing with, let's start with a question. What do you think is the longest epic poem ever written by just one person? I'll give you a hint. It's more than double the length of the Iliad and the Odyssey put together. And the answer is the Shahnameh. It translates to the Epic of Kings. And this masterpiece isn't just some old book. It's the national epic of Iran, a massive, sprawling saga that really captures the soul of a nation through these amazing tales of heroes, demons, and destiny. All right, so let's get right into it. What exactly is the Shahnameh, and where did this incredible work even come from? Well, at its core, the Shahnameh is this giant chronicle. It tells the story of the Persian Empire from, and I mean this literally, the creation of the world. From there, it moves all the way through mythical, heroic, and historical rulers, basically charting the entire course of a civilization. And get this colossal work was the life's achievement of one man, the poet Firdowsi. Can you imagine dedicating 30 years of your life to a single project, just weaving together all these ancient oral traditions and histories into one single beautiful poetic story? That's exactly what he did. Now, the poem isn't just one long, continuous story. It's actually structured like a journey through time. And to really get a handle on it, we need to look at how it's broken down into three distinct ages. So, Firdowsi divides his epic into three main parts. It all kicks off with the mythical age, which covers creation itself and the very first kings. Then we dive into the heroic age, and this is really the heart of the epic. Think of it like the age of superheroes in ancient Iran. Finally, we move into the historical age, where legends of kings like Alexander the Great start to intertwine with what we know from historical records. It really blurs the line between myth and history. The mythical age is just fascinating. It's basically an origin story for civilization itself. We meet the first king, Kayumers, who teaches humanity how to wear clothes. His successors introduce fire, agriculture, you name it. It's also where we see the rise of the amazing king Jamshid, who builds the great city of Persepolis. But his own pride leads to his downfall, and the rise of this terrifying, serpent-shouldered tyrant named Zohak. The heroic age is where the action really explodes. This is the era of the Pehlevan, these incredible hereditary warriors who defend Iran. Their stories are just packed with epic clashes against rival armies, giant monsters, and these supernatural demons called Devs. But it's not all about fighting. You get these complex stories of romance, forbidden love, and just deep, heart-wrenching tragedy. And smack dab in the middle of all of it is one towering figure. To really understand the Shahnameh, you have to understand its legends. Because look, while the epic follows the lives of 50 different Shahs, or kings, the real stars of the show are the champions who protect the throne. These heroes embody courage, strength, and loyalty. And no hero is more important or more beloved than the legend we're about to meet, Rostam. His arrival is actually foretold in this incredible prophecy. When the hero Zal wants to marry a foreign princess, the court is worried. But they consult the stars, and the stars deliver this message, promising the birth of a champion unlike any the world has ever seen. And that champion, that's Rostam. He is destined from the moment of his birth to be the ultimate protector of Iran, its mightiest warrior, and the central hero of the entire epic. Rostam's heroic nature is obvious right from the start. He's born with this almost supernatural strength. He's a true giant among men, and he proves it pretty early on. When a prized white elephant goes on a rampage causing chaos and terror, a young Rostam just steps up. He confronts the beast and takes it down with a single powerful strike of his mace. This is the moment that solidifies his destiny as Iran's great defender. But Rostam's story is not just one of victory after victory. It's also a story of deep, profound tragedy. This quote here introduces one of the most famous and heartbreaking stories in all of world literature, the tale of Rostam unknowingly fighting and killing his own son, Sohrab, on the battlefield. It's just a powerful reminder that even the greatest heroes can't escape the cruelties of fate. So, beyond all these incredible stories, why is this ancient poem so important today? I mean, why should a university student in the 21st century really care about it? Well, let's talk about its enduring legacy. To get why it's so important, you have to understand the historical context. After the Arab conquest of Persia, the Persian language and its entire pre-Islamic culture were really at risk of disappearing. So Firdowsi made a conscious choice to write his epic almost entirely in pure Persian. By doing that, he didn't just tell a story. He basically created a vessel that carried the language and the identity of a people forward through time. Probably the best way to wrap your head around its status is to compare it to other huge foundational works. You know, what Homer's epics are to the Greek-speaking world, or what the Vedas are to India. The Shah is to Persian culture. It's not just a book, it's like the source code of a national identity. And its themes are just so universal and timeless. This quote here grapples with one of the poem's biggest questions, the struggle between free will and fate. And that's a question that hits just as hard today as it did 1,000 years ago when Firdowsi first wrote it down. So, we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. The Shahnameh is way more than just a collection of stories. It's like a mirror that reflects a nation's soul. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How does any nation's foundational story, its collection of myths, its heroes, and its tragedies, shape not just who its people think they were, but who they're trying to become?